Nice system. Oh, look at that juiciness. I'm gonna go ahead and get my Twitch chat signed in. And bam, spectating.
Your spectator, is that working?
Yeah, it's working. That is really close. Yes, people need to be ready to start. I think it's just as it was described in the forums. So, oh, that's interesting. I'm inside the planet. See all the decals. So, I think the host can override. Okay, Mavor is here in yellow, getting started. He got a late start because he was walking around making sure everybody was getting things working. William here in purple. White, I believe, is one of our 10K backers. And Iniferator in the orange. And the AI is cyan or light blue. Oh, the planet, so close. Actually pretty distracting. Alright, Mavor's getting up a couple factories. Not really using them. He's going to discover quickly what's up. We already got a plane out here to scout for Iniferator. And he sees Mavor. He sees the AI. He's probably going to check this spot. And then probably circle around here, I would guess. Oh, he's got another one out. So he's full of good information. AI making the rounds. William just building some stuff. No real assessment yet. And Spiderofmean building just a few things. Got his focus on the macro right now. A lot of scouts out for Iniferator. And focused on that stuff still. And he's actually got a guy coming out here. Good expansion on his part. And pretty typical macro build here for William. Mavor just starting to get some units out, and the AI doing the AI things. Got a build order out there for that factory. Not a lot of excitement so far. Let's check out the system a little bit more. We got a planet that you can, apparently it says you can send to Annihilate, but it doesn't have any slots on it. This planet you can see takes 11 engines, and this one only takes 1 engine. Spiderofmean getting out a quick air factory now. Good expansion over here. And William's blocking off one of the entrances with a tower. I think that's a good move. It's an easy way to kind of maintain some control. Can lead you to a little bit of a turtle scenario. And tier 2 for JMavor. AI getting a little energy storage down. AI is really good about managing the whole economy. Not really seeing any threats, so not really building an ED. This looks like a little raiding party getting ready to happen here. That couple fighters and a bomber. And a wall going down over here. He's got really good vision, so he should know exactly what's up over here. Really good expansion from Spiderofmean. One of the better ones of the team so far. Mavor's going to be in trouble because he's just surrounded. And William continuing to build away. Only 3, almost 4 fabbers out for him. Meanwhile, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fabbers out for Spiderofmean. Iniferator looks like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fabbers out, but he's not using a couple of them. And just for comparison, the AI getting most of his work done with air fabbers. He's got 3, 4, 5, only 5, 6 fabbers looks like about. So he's actually not expending as fast as Spiderofmean. Advanced air factory happening here. It's good. And advanced bot factory. Just got scouted, didn't quite catch who saw that. Orbital for Iniferator. I think that's a good move. You know, the first radar satellite you can build out of the orbital factory is actually pretty cheap. And ooh, look at this little incursion going on here. You know, I think this Inferno can cause a lot of unpleasantness here. Unless it gets uber-cannoned. Well, that kind of takes care of that. And note the kind of instant reaction by the AI to build like a tower over here. Let's see, and oh, they're going to build a little pelter here to cause some trouble. And I don't know if Iniferator can see that. Looks like... Sorry, let me get rid of... Yep. He's aware. Yeah, not much in the way of armies, not even by the AI. Mavor taking a little territory, getting scouted out by the AI. Actually, the AI does have a little bit of an army here. Not a ton of stuff. This advanced air factory is almost done here. And he's really done a great job of expanding out here, getting all this metal. None of it's defended, could easily get rolled by just, you know, a couple of units. And he's got good energy plant. He's just got a ton of guys building. And then William's advanced bot factory just finished, and he's building an advanced fabrication bot. So he's really just not moved out at all here. He really has access to this whole ring, and he hasn't used it. AI getting some radar down, that'll give him a lot of information. And the harassment going on over here has actually done some damage here to these towers, or to these energy plants, but the, you know, AI kind of got caught up here on the corner, didn't kind of realize that he could pass through. There is some fixes in this build for pathing around corners and edges, and not like face planting into a wall. Looks like he's using these energy plants as kind of its own wall, creating a little spot here. I don't know if that's intentional or if he was just building that way. And we're cranking out the gunships. Those look good. Go ahead and check out this planet here. I'm going to send it to Annihilate. And I'm going to send it to Annihilate the main planet. Maybe not. Oh, now am I stuck now? It was an interesting test, huh? It remembers what it sees. It gets information the same way The AI gets the same information the same way as anyone else. It's just regular recon, but it will mark things, areas as like threat scene and like and monitor it. Little Uber cannon action there. Advanced bot factory. There is a fix for the advanced fabbers, like not being able to get past all their baby fabber assistants, and they'll now push through. Like what happened was the little fabbers, the basic, yeah, it should apply in every case. The two fixes were, like you're going to see some of it here. These guys will finish, and I presume they're going to go on here. The gunships are out. So these guys should have no problem moving over here to help. And these guys are on their way over too. And see how that guy just pushed his way in? Pushed this guy out of the... sorry. This fabricator pushed this fabricator out of the way so he could get close enough. Before, it was actually just a data change, but the advanced fabricators couldn't push aside these basic fabricators, and now they can. So that should be fixed. And we got orbital and advanced air going down here. Our AI will end up using neural nets as well, because it can, like, it'll use neural nets to do things like decide, like, is this a fight I can win? Like, I'm just going to look at a bunch of factors of their army and like look at what I can see about my army, and I'm going to decide, like, does this look like a good attack or, you know, not so much. Do bot fabbers have a gate now? The group pathing should be improved here. It's funny that the real Saurian is asking that, since he's the one who actually put the fix in. Good job. And not sure what's going on here. Standing around. Wonder if that guy's stuck. So he did a great job of expanding early. He's continued to just kind of take over a ton of space. And he's just wrecking the place with the gunships. It does appear to be. I haven't seen anything get caught up. There was one point where some units here were coming around the corner to fight here, and they were kind of like, this guy was stuck, but he was shooting. So I don't know if it was failure to path around or if it was just happy to be there shooting. And a bunch of tanks coming off, advanced tanks now. Vanguards, lots of vanguards. And a little conflict here. AI checking things out. Kills a couple fabbers for his trouble. And I'm suspecting... Oh, we got some pelters here by the little pelter harass on the part of the... I haven't seen ground patrol. Anyway, these pelters causing some trouble here. Just want to check out, look at this, Iniferator escaping to another planet. So I guess I should have a planet view here and get a planet view over here. Maybe I'll wait till he lands any second now. Checking this one out. I'll make this one number 3. So he may have a significant opportunity to get ahead in economy by landing here. You know, if he chooses to land. Look at the vision provided by the Astreus. Pretty good. Well, I'm going to assume that he's going to land about here. Maybe over here. Bam. So that's... If this goes well, you guys will have this probably within minutes after we finish the playtest. Now let's go back and see the epic finale here for... So, this is the old Vanguard versus... yeah, you really need to be backing away. Vanguards will take that out in a hurry. Good job. There. By Spiderofmean. Spiderofmean. So now he's going to pay the price of having never defended any of these things. AI is probably going to be pretty good about exploring it out. In fact, he's already paid a considerable price. So, you met the Vanguard versus Commander fight, huh?
Yeah, I was like not paying attention to that side of my base.
Yeah.
And you don't play for a couple weeks and then units change a lot.
Yeah, they do. I think these have been around for a couple of weeks, but... Yes, so the new lobby is in. AI taking over some additional space, starting to expand. Iniferator getting encroached upon. I think these over here giving him a little trouble. He could probably just go over and kill those, I think. He's going to harass the AI a little bit. Good to see that he's paying attention to both planets. Just trying to establish. So he's got some buildings set up to build, but he hasn't queued those up yet. Nothing here yet. The blue army is the AI, yes. Spiderofmean. He's got the gunship sitting there, but they're not moving out for a little bit here. Let's check out on what he's building now. Still got a lot of vanguards. Really, he could just waltz those through some people's bases. Not a lot of defense here, though. Commander is really exposed. Oh, here we go. Get to see the power of the Inferno, or the Vanguard, moving through Mavor's base. He's just got a commander over here, so he may be distracted with test issues, or like checking things out, or writing down problems he sees. Like, he gets pretty distracted. Yeah, we're gonna put something about the drop down. A lot of vanguards doing work here. So these guys are still sitting here. Haven't seen him move over there and take him out. I'm not sure how much he's paying attention to this base. I'm expecting these to be just keeping an eye on the whole planet. Hasn't really made the progress yet. Building some orbital fabbers. Any other... Okay, so the AI has a couple things in space here. Looks like an Astraeus, a radar satellite, a fighter, and an orbital fabricator. And now he's just cranking out the fabricators. Yeah. Mavor, he's in serious trouble here because he's going to run into these vanguards. And it takes a long time for a commander to kill vanguards. Oh, he stopped. This is a disaster. Oh, he's really got to move away. Yeah. He can't walk towards those guys. Like, he's just got to hope that these guys don't notice him. He can handle the tier 1 stuff. And he does manage to start stepping away. Well, a couple orphans there. These guys finally starting to move. Gonna hose that guy down. That was brief. And getting some map control with tier 2 economy. He's only got 6 of the Tier 2 energy plants. Does he have... Does not have a deep space radar. Does not have an orbital. So he's working really hard on this planet. And starting to move into the base of the AI. This is a good test of the pathing. You see how they're just going right around the corner. They know about formation. Starting to get in there. Not sure where he's headed to with these units. Hasn't quite really reached that much with them, but feels like he's just kind of moving them around. So, static defense does take care of that problem. Looking at the wreckage, it looks like we got like just the one energy plant and a factory over here. But there's more where that came from. Yeah, Mavor's situation is pretty desperate. And he's getting into the orbital game. Kind of feel like his commander's just hanging out. Probably ought to start thinking about anti-nukes. Though I don't know if I've seen any started by... Oh, and speak of the devil, AI's got a nuke about 40% done. So that looks like it's going. These have done pretty much what they can. Not sure why they're not targeting the walls or anything. This is actually this is one guy could do a lot of damage here. It's a Vanguard. Besides, he doesn't want to participate. I think he's just going to get nailed here. Let's check up on this action. So we see the AI set down and then now is just lifting off. And he looks to be heading to planet PA6031S. So our guests, Spiderofmean, taking over a good portion of the, from this perspective, you really see he's got so much map control. I'd love to see him put down a orbital, a deep space radar, wisely getting a anti-nuke in place. Only one fabricator working on it though, and a lot of fabricators working on getting into space here. So that's it's a new development. Pretty much all fighters. Everybody seems to have kind of gotten fairly static in what they're doing, except for Spiderofmean. Look at how fast the Vanguards take out these walls. It does not do SG style. There goes Mavor. It's not SG style. It's not like a P4X639. That does it for Mavor. And Iniferator's dwindling base here. I think I've been seeing him working on these Kestrels for a while, but I haven't seen him do anything with them. Maybe I just missed it. AI did a good job of expanding over this way. It has some static D here to make it, difficult to assault. A bunch of Kestrels over here, so Spiderofmean has an opportunity to do some more assault there. He's just starting to take over the skies here and maybe get rid of this radar satellite. And vanguards over here are kind of being neglected. See a stuck fabber, where is it? Yes, the AI does get a greater than 1 econ bonus on hard right now. Just gonna take a look at DJ's base. Yeah. So, Iniferator reestablishing himself. Pretty much has a space to himself. And, oh hello. I think I saw a nuke. This nuke is heading... Pretty sure it's heading here. Yep. That is awesome. Hello. Wow. That is quite a blow. Let's see how we're doing on that next nuke. Yeah, about 10% done. So, and there's another one started over here, as well as this Hulkins. That was pretty sweet. I don't know what's going. Oh, this looks like this guy looks like he might be stuck or bored. Not sure what's going on with him. Really vulnerable spot for the AI to keep his commander, and not sure what's going on here. Can't see trails there. This looks like a stuck problem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys, just looking where they're all facing this way, they're trying to get over here, but they are confused. It may be due to this wall. So yeah, I think this commander's stuck, and I think these guys are stuck. That's disappointing. This is what the AI would typically categorize as a substantial threat. I'll get back to that in a second, because I am interested to see how that gets handled. Really good expansion here. Yeah, I think the Spiderofmean is doing very well. So we've got the vanguards. So really these vanguards are just gonna truck through here. Yeah, Spiderofmean is one of our ultimate backers. Gave a lot from the very beginning, so it's nice to see him play and really start smashing. That's pretty interesting. You see these towers down here. I mean, they've got some kestrels to fight off those vanguards. So that's actually, I mean, look at the devastation that was left by those vanguards. Really strong. So the clot of guys that were all bunched up here and stuck, they seem to have become unstuck, maybe by reprioritizing something. Commander still appears to be confused. Let's look at DJ's recovery. He's got a guy following him around to repair. It's going to take a long time at this rate, but a good start. He's got his energy up in the sky. Nobody is on this planet. Nobody. So you can see the massive control that Spiderofmean has here. He's really taken over with the orbital layer of the main planet, and with how pushed back the AI's nuke killed Iniferator, I think he's going to have a an easy mop-up over here. And there's a lot of damage that could be done by some of these nukes, and I see two of them about half done. Well, this one's about half done. This one's really just barely started. AI is busily getting some radar going again. And get some view over here. That's a few advanced fabbers getting to work here. That's a few vanguards. I think he really likes vanguards, and you know, I'm starting to see why. He does have his commander out here. Really just been idle there for a long time, and I know he was working on a anti-nuke at one point. I'm just trying to see it. I see he's got the teleporter up, ready to go. That should be pretty straightforward. And I'm not seeing an anti-nuke, but there's a lot of stuff on the ground here.
Versus just hitting 5 and then running up the door. Okay, so
Just looking at what we got here. This looks like a SXX 1304 laser platform. So that's a good commander killer. And here's that that anti-nuke still being worked on by just one fabricator. It takes a long time to build a anti-nuke with just one guy. He's getting a lot of energy storage, so he must be having a strong surplus. Yeah, he's looking mostly at the edges of his base, because you can see where he's retreating from the ones that are struggling, and he's bringing in more of the ones that are doing fine. Getting the Hulkins. A lot of damage could come down here from the Hulkins, I think. I think he had another one earlier. Let me just check. Oh my god, the camera work. That guy. Let's see if he's shooting. I guess he's shooting some incoming threats. Yep. So that Hulkins is targeting this incoming Vanguard. Yeah, some bombing action happening. And just a huge quantity of Vanguards moving in. And another huge swarm of them heading out from the main base here. I'd really like to see him get a anti-nuke, a little bit more work on the anti-nuke. Really got control of the skies. I'm going to see if he's looked over here at the other base yet. Nope. And Iniferator has gone ahead and built a couple anchors, which will help him maintain control around his planet. He's got his own deep space radar, so he can see stuff coming, and he's working on the anti-nuke here. Again, only two fabricators working on that, but I suspect that will step up as he gets his economy in order. And a lot of economy. These are all appear to be tier 1 metal extractors, so he's got a big opportunity to crank out some tier 2, and looks like he's getting those out, but focusing on the anti-nuke given the previous devastation over here. And amazingly, he's like slowly and steadily kicked out like a bunch of Kestrel on the main planet. So finally getting some work done over here. Commander's still idle with these other fabrication units. Maybe he'll notice these with that. Kind of like to see. Want to see two things. First of all, I want to see how those nukes are coming. Nuclear missile. I missed an explosion. There it is. I'm just going to go back and see what's going on with that. There comes the nuke. Yep, he never really got that done. And that is a lot of fabricators and vanguards. That was a huge problem. You know, he's kind of lucky that it wasn't, say, over here. So that was one nuke, and the Vanguard's pouring in. to the base. That is just a terrifying force. All those vanguards coming in. Watch the conflict. I mean, there's some tier 2 stuff here. Now this is the AI doing some of its new micro. It's not really getting it away, but it is trying to avoid. I don't know how it decides to micro these away versus protect these resources. But you can see the AI is just kiting away from those vanguards, really able to lay out a lot of damage while moving away. We got some guys caught over here on the wreckage, not quite able to get through. There we go. Really nice kiting there by the AI, but still losing a lot of territory. He's got some of his own vanguards coming in and levelers shooting across there. They may start to really poke that army down. And so between the nuclear missile taking out a huge chunk of the vanguards and the vanguards that just died in this assault, well, he's still got another huge train of them, but not any air cover for these, and so there's quite a few bombers and kestrels working on them as they get over here, and you can see that some of them are very low on health, so he's just kind of relying on their pure brute force and quantity. He's got his laser satellite over here. Oh, I just lost it. And this nuke, this is actually just a nuclear missile launcher being almost done. I'm going to go back and see if he's gotten around to building any anti-nukes yet back in the base. You know, not so much. He's working on his own nuke, which is probably why the AI is working on an anti-nuke. He really lost a ton of fabricators, and I'm just going to check on this planet. You know, he's got a few, but when you get all of these fighters to head over there, I think it might be a little bit more difficult for him to hold on. He does have an anchor here over here, and it's thinning out the crowd here. Another big push. Units working their way in. Taking a huge burden. Look at how quickly that starts to melt down. Just a couple seconds of the vanguards. They're heading right into these towers. They can crack these towers. I think it'll make a big difference in their ability. But they, you know, kind of getting caught up on the wreckage. There's one, and working their way around here. This one made it to the base mostly unscathed from the... Oh, for people who aren't familiar, the AI is in cyan or blue, if you prefer. Spiderofmean is white, and he is one of our ultra backers from the very beginning. Stopped by to visit. Super happy to have him here. And then orange is Iniferator. We got a lot going on here. You know, it's good that he's cranked out all these guys. He needs some fighters, and speak of the devil, of course, Iniferator knows that, and he starts getting out some fighters so that he can keep those kestrels safe. And there's a few fabricators working there, pumping out units. Yeah, I'm super glad to see him build these Peregrine to kind of help provide air cover for his ground armies. And looking around, bunch of orbital, really focused on that. Haven't seen the anti-nuke happening yet. Would really like to see that happening, especially after being nuked once already. Boldly just taking his commander out for a stroll. You know, a few vanguards show up, that could make that real painful. And just going to do a nuke status check halfway on that one. and just barely started on the launcher for that one, and 75% on this one. So some new capabilities coming out, but probably slowed down considerably due to the giant hole in his base. And planet over here, completely untouched, completely available for expansion. Iniferator starting to gain some momentum here. I think I'm seeing some, yeah, you see the tier 2 train happening. Oh, he's building the little ones underneath the big ones in some cases here. And you can see that he's from the status of this deep space radar that he is in fact out of energy. He's been repaired for quite a while now, so that's finally happening. He's got almost his third anti-nuke, so he is really starting to turtle up on this planet and start building his... Oh, he's already got another anti-nuke going here, and he's working on the Halley. And so this planet here, that one is actually, this one only takes one Halley. So he could smash the main planet and just hop over here super easy and win the game. So pretty exciting, tense situation here with Spiderofmean, our backer, really just dominating the kind of ground war, if you will, and even the orbital war on this planet, but not really expanding out to other territory. The AI still holding off. A lot of static defenses. Also been able to bombard his trains of vanguards, and now we're seeing a move to tier 2 air. Looks like it's all peregrines. I'm not seeing... Yeah, it looks like all of them are fighters. So we've got some radar going on here. Regular radar satellite provides pretty good vision. May be able to illustrate just by turning off the... seeing it? That didn't make it too clear, but pretty good vision from that. And starting to see things slow down a little bit. See some little hopping going on. And I'm just going to look at, some of the possible reasons why. The client's fine, and the server's fine, and the sim is fine. So the likely suspect for that is that everything's running fine, but we're throttling on bandwidth. This is the most likely answer, and that mostly happens to observers because we get all the updates. There's no filtering like there is for each player. Yeah, that'll be another area we'll work on. We filter it so that it works on even very low low bandwidth connections. So we should be in good shape. And oh, I think I heard a laser satellite firing. There it was. There's another one. He's got 4 laser satellites. It's so many laser satellites. All he has to do is find the commander and take him out, and then he'll be ready to, look to the skies. At one point, there was a bunch of Iniferator kestrels over here, but those have now been wiped out by the massive Air Force. And just gonna go check on Planet 2. If there's been any assault here, it hasn't really happened yet. Change orbits here. I was expecting that to work now, but I haven't tested it. Looking at this planet from the interior. All those decals. Metal planets are so beautiful. Hey, we got a nuke here for Spiderofmean. Don't know if he's checked on that in a while. It is finally done. And an army moving out here and here, so some aggression by the AI. You know, since some of his stuff tends to be left unattended, he's just chipping away at that. I feel like Spiderofmean has the economy to just blow, like he just like bring up a nuke in a few seconds, and then that'd be fine. AI really spending a fair amount of energy on the nukes, trying to rush this one out. A couple tanks here a little caught up on the space. Yeah, this guy's, they're both stuck. Yeah, the AI, as Sorian was telling me today at lunch, you know, it focuses on easy to pick off, high value stuff. So it'll find this and take it out. Very vulnerable commander here. I'm not sure what he's paying attention to at this point. Completely free planet. Right for the taken. So if this if everything goes well with this playtest, and it looks like it is, we will probably push this right out right after the stream, and or if you know, they could be doing it now for all I know, and that will give you the lobby changes and ready up, etc. Iniferator has come back and is now scouting a bit with kind of an unknown number of these anchors. Again, I'm not sure what the delay of game is here. There's actually a lot of vulnerability right now. You know, Iniferator here, he's got 3 anti-nukes here, but I don't see, and he's got an orbital, but with the several lasers that Spiderofmean has, he could arrive and just zap that commander super fast, but he doesn't have the recon to do it. So there's some vulnerability there, and there's a umbrella that could help protect him, and but I feel like Iniferator is in pretty safe shape relative to the other ones. Here we've got Spiderofmean. I can't see his commander just super quickly. There it is. Really just out on its own. He's moving it back now. That's good to see. And then the AI, I don't know where his commander is just now. There it is. So the AI is unfortunately has his commander stuck here and has been there for quite some time. So that commander is super vulnerable. No nearby anti-nuke, no nearby umbrella. I just got confirmation the build is live. I think you guys had already figured it out in the chat, so not super relevant, but yeah, I'm just not sure how we are reacting to this force. This looks like primarily T1 force, but there's a few tier 2s. I'm not sure why he's moving away here. These vanguards could easily get in there and I kind of want to see where that went, and I'm just going to go back and see if I can catch it. There it is. I think I just barely didn't see it. Here it is, yeah. So So that took out, just let me go back up one more time. Yeah, that took out some energy, some advanced metal extractors, and I want to see how much of this it took out. Yeah, it didn't really get these factories. Not the best nuke the AI has ever fired, but you know, above average on, say, the Matisse skill ranking. Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry about that, man. All right. So, just tons of lasers being built up here. And still an unsafe commander. And a completely free planet here for the taking, if anybody cares. I think I saw some travel between planets going on. Yeah, that was the Matisse shot. So we got the anchors over here. So I think what's happening here is he's got a radar satellite. Actually, yeah, he's got this. I don't know why I brought the solar array. I think he meant to bring a radar, but he's got a bunch of anchors here. He's trying to get vision down so he can see what's going on in the base below and figure out where he wants to send his nukes. Because if you look back over here, what I think we see is a crowd of nukes, and there goes one of them. There goes another of them. Yeah, the explosion probably got called in the network traffic. So we got 3 nukes. 3 nukes on the way to the planet's surface. I'm guessing to take out the AI here. 1 got shot down. Another one got shot down. And the final one. Still progressing. Alright, it's a huge chunk of stuff here for the AI. I actually think it's a mistake for Iniferator to focus on the AI first. And the reason is that so did we actually get radar in here somewhere? Solar arrays. Just brought solar arrays over here. I think he really wanted to bring. I think it's a mistake for him to focus the AI first because Spiderofmean is the larger threat, and if the AI gets cleaned up by Iniferator, then Spiderofmean will have nothing to do but look for where did Iniferator go, and of course he'll quickly discover that it's another planet, and turn his considerable resources towards that. Now, I think we've got some definition of considerable resources going on here. Oh, we've got an engagement here. I don't know if he's flying. Oh, Commander's going someplace else, so this is it. My machine's stuck. No. This is a terrible time. I think that was a giant lag spike, and I'm going to go back and review it. Iniferator got it, so we'll just